Hello and welcome to another video. Now in this video I'm going to be going through my top 7 stadiums in Scotland. Now a couple of caveats, this is just my opinion, obviously your opinions might differ, so yeah, be kind in the comments when if I miss your club out or something like that. All 7 grounds will have to be in the SPFL, so the top 4 tiers of Scottish football, and also I have some big news coming in this video, so stick around. I'm going to put it in here somewhere, so yeah, stick around for the vid for some big channel updates. So yeah, I'm just going off what I've seen. I've never been inside for games in a lot of these stadiums. I've been inside, I'd say most now, but with the restrictions and stuff, obviously it's been hard, but since it's my job and stuff, I've been able to get inside quite a few over the past year or so. So yes, I hope that you agree with some of my picks. Please do like this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, in no particular order, first up is Hibernian FC. As you can see from a few of the shots I'm going to put on screen just now, it is quite a nice looking ground from the outside, and it's one that I've been able to make a few videos at just from the outside. Now that's something that me myself as a content creator that I have to kind of take into consideration when trying to make videos when you can't go in anywhere at the moment. And yeah, Hibs for me just seems like one of those grounds that's beautiful from the outside. You get a great view of it from up on Arthur's Seat on a nice clear day as well, and yeah, just it's an all-round great ground from the outside to look at, which I've not been into, but I have heard that the atmosphere is great at Hibs. And yeah, just from the outside though, you've got the famous 5 stand, there's a club shop there, the ticket office is even quite a nice looking building as well. So yeah, from everything from like related just to the way it looks on the outside, the aesthetics, I think Hibs is one of the best looking grounds that there is in the country. I've also had some pretty good times filming there, and yeah, just have good memories of going to Edinburgh and filming videos about the mighty Hibs. Right, so the big news for the channel, what is it? Well, the much requested merch drop has finally happened. I do get a lot of Insta DMs, Facebook DMs, or just comments on the channel asking me to, yeah, do merchandise on some of the places that I've been. And to be fair, it's not a bad idea, because just look at some of the pictures that I've got of all these great stadiums over the past, you know, year or so that I've been doing YouTube, and just some of them from Dumbarton to Celtic to Rangers to, yeah, Cove Rangers to Brora Rangers, all the different Rangers that there are, Partick Thistle. I've taken some great photos, and yeah, now you can go down to the first link in the description box below, get something to add to your home. Currently there are canvases on my merch website, so yeah, go onto Teespring, find it on there. You can go to the first link in the description box below, and yeah, I think I've got some really great photos over the past year or so, and yeah, if you click on the first link in the description box below, it will take you through to my Teespring account, where I have mainly canvases, but also a few masks as well. So masks are obviously important at the moment, but some of the canvases I've got on there I think will look absolutely great in living rooms and bedrooms all up and down of Scotland and the UK and all around the world as well. They ship to. So yes, please do go down there and check it out. Look, there are some great canvases on there that will look brilliant in your home, I'm sure, and all of the profits that I make will go straight back into the YouTube channel. That is literally all I do with my time, and I'm so determined to make the best content possible for you guys, and it is just a nice way for you to support my channel. It's something that I've set up myself. It's not the standard sponsorship, it is something that I've done. So yeah, if you want to directly support my channel, I would really appreciate it if you could just go down to the first link in the description box below and check out my Teespring account. There's some great canvases on there, and yeah, you should go and check one out, and if you could purchase one, I'd really appreciate it. Of course, if you do have better things to spend your money on, and don't feel obliged to, but it is just a nice way to support my channel. And to be fair, there are some great shots on there, so they could look great in your home. I'm also doing a discount code for the entire month of February, so on the 1st of March the discount code will become null and void. But yes, if you just use the discount code FOOTY, you will get a discount when you check out. So yeah, go on there, pick something that you like, put it in your basket, go and check out, and just type the word FOOTY in capitals, and you will get a discount. Thank you very much. And right, so getting back to the stadiums and sticking with the green theme, I didn't even realise about the 2 green stadiums at first, to be fair, and I'm wearing a green jumper, but next up, is Celtic. It must have been like a subliminal message that I put this on today when thinking about these first 2, but yes, it is no particular order, but yeah, Hibs was first, now Celtic. Obviously, Celtic is the biggest football stadium in Scotland. Obviously, I think it's Murrayfield that's bigger, but that's a rugby stadium. Celtic have the biggest football stadium in all of Scotland. Scotland. And this is one I've been inside of, and I've even been pitch side as well. Still haven't been able to see a game there, which is absolutely devastating. If you'd have told me that a year ago, that I'd live in Scotland and not see a Celtic game for like over a year, then I'd think you were absolutely mad. But no, that is the world that we live in at the moment. But yeah, I've been inside and there's some great history, some great relics in there, and yeah, also a pretty good restaurant as well if you want to eat in there. Pretty reasonably priced as well when you get to look at the pitch, and you get a walk on as well. So it's kind of like half stadium tour, half meal in one of the executive lounges. I'm sure it's closed at the moment with whatever restrictions are going on, but as soon as it opens again, I cannot recommend it highly enough. I think Celtic obviously have a very striking stadium there, and yeah, it's an amazing looking ground, and they sing You'll Never Walk Alone. The atmosphere is meant to be brilliant, although I can't vouch for that, I've never been, but from what you see online and clips and on TV and stuff, it is meant to be insane. Even Messi and all the greats have said it's quality. And also from a content creation point of view, there's a lot to see on the outside. There's 4 different statues, from Brother Walfrid to Jock Stein to Jimmy Johnston to Billy McNeil as well, plus all of the graphics that they have around the outside. There is so much to do. The Lisbon Lion stand, the Jock Stein stand, the Celtic Way, the Celtic Superstore. There is a lot to do on the outside at Celtic Park. So yeah, for that I've got to give it a few extra points, and that is why Celtic Park makes it into my top 7. Next up, Arbroath. Now a little bit of a left field choice here. Maybe you weren't expecting that, but for me, they were such a welcoming club. Oh, hang on a sec. You ready? Speaking of them being a welcoming club, look at that. I've got my scarf, I've got my hat, the Champions hat from when they won League One. I met up with the chairman, I sent him an email like a day before I was meant to go there. I said, hello, I'm coming to make a video about Arbroath, could you let me in? Someone from the club got back to me, gave me the chairman's number, he called me up. He, basically let me look around. I met him, I met his dog, he gave me these. What a legend. I mean, that doesn't say that the stadium's great, but just the overall day that I had there, the overall experience was so good. And the stadium itself was brilliant. It's got a mixture of seating and terracing. It's right by the sea, and I found a football there. I scored a goal there. And the day that I went, the sun was setting down behind the sea, and the sky started to go the same colour as the club itself, this kind of maroony colour. And it was just such a beautiful sunset on such a great day. And yeah, Arbroath, Gayfield Park has to make it in my top 7. Next up, another great place where I had an amazing experience on the day and met some fantastic people, but that aside, the stadium itself was still absolutely class, and that is Stranraer. I believe it is one of the most, if not the most, southern SPFL stadium in all of Scotland. It's a cool club too, which made for some great pictures, and yeah, had a great stand on one side. It was lovely and sunny down there when I went. It's got a stand, it's got some terracing. When I went, there was a 150-year anniversary exhibition there, which just made the overall ground so much more historic, and it felt, you could kind of feel what the ground had been through in terms of like the games against the Old Firm, which they had on the walls there, which they were so proud of, as well as like a few promotions and stuff that they'd had and trophies that they'd won. So yeah, Stranraer's out in the sticks, and I do think that they find it hard to attract players sometimes, but that aside, they have a great community there and a great club and an amazing stadium, which is so picturesque. That one stand, you'd love to see a game in there, and yeah, I cannot wait to go down there in the summer once hopefully things reopen again. It's a great town, it's a great location, it's a lovely looking stadium. You can get the ferry across to Northern Ireland from there. That's something I'm going to have to do in a vlog one day. But yeah, Stranraer, you're on the list. Next up is one of the most iconic grounds in all of the UK. It has a listed building as part of its stadium structure there, the big imposing main stand at, of course, Ibrox, the home of Rangers Football Club. You just think of the amount of legends that have graced the turf there, and yeah, just the amount of like history that has happened at the club, the amount of league titles, cup wins that they've had, and you can see it dotted around the stadium in all the graphics, all the posters, all the people, all the players that are up there, the managers. Like there's just posters of Bill Struth, John Gregg, Ali McCoy, Laudrup, Gaza. The list goes on, the amount of legends that have played at Ibrox, and you can feel it in the bricks, the brick of that listed stand. It really is something to behold. And much like Celtic, there's a lot to do on the outside as well, which in my eyes as a content creator is always a good thing. You got the statue of John Gregg, you got the listed stand, you got the gates on either side as well. I think it's just an all-round top quality looking stadium. And yes, while people might say in the comments that it could do with a bit of a rejuvenation, let's say, is that the right word? A little bit of TLC here and there. I don't think you want to change it too much. much though, because of course, like how classic and how old it is. It would be such a shame to see any of the, original structures changed, let's say. Again, much like Celtic as well, it's got a half decent restaurant in there. I wouldn't say it's quite as good as Celtic's, but it's still not bad for getting a view on the pitch and having a meal at the same time, a little bit of lunch and an iron brew. The atmosphere as well is meant to be absolutely amazing. Not that I'd know, I've lived in Scotland during a pandemic, but yes, overall location's class. It's right next to the city of Glasgow. You got the metro there, the Loudon Tavern, which I'm sure is quality on a match day. So yeah, Rangers, of course it makes the top 7. Any ground that's famous for having a hedge along one side of it is reason enough to make its way into this very list here. Again, it always helps when I go to these stadiums on a nice sunny day, but a sunny day it was when I visited Brecon City, and yes, they are famous for having a hedge along one side of their stadium. It is probably the most famous hedge in world football, and that is just why I love Scottish football so much. There are just little weird stories like this intertwined with teams and stadiums that I don't think you'd get in many other countries around the world. Apparently it was on old church land. It's got the famous legendary hedge. It was a lovely sunny day. I was having a chat to the groundsman while I was there. He let me in, had a look around. Say no more. Even though I've said this list is in no particular order, I do think I've saved my favourite till last. Now, it's not the biggest or the best by capacity or by looking at the stadium itself, but purely for the setting and the surrounding and the view that you can get of this place. It is Dumbarton FC. When you can go up to a castle and have a look inside a stadium from above, that just does it for me. You lot know how much I love stadiums. The regular viewers will know it anyway, and I'm sure new viewers as well. Hello, if you're one of them. Yeah, if you know me, you know I absolutely love stadiums, and yeah, just the fact that you can go in and get such a beautiful shot of this one is amazing. The view from inside is just as good as well, up at the Rock of Dumbarton, which is also, yeah, linked to the club in a way that it apparently looks like an elephant, and the badge of Dumbarton is an elephant. Again, hang on. Ooh, another truly welcoming club. Look at that. I do love when they give me a little souvenir to take home from these places, and Dumbarton were one of them. And look, yes, apparently the Rock is meant to resemble an elephant, and that is why it is on the club's badge. Let me just whip the old mask off for a sec. But yeah, Dumbarton, I absolutely love the ground, and the fact that you can go in and go up the castle. It looks like you can take a drone shot from up there, but no, it is not a drone shot. It is just from up in the castle. All you got to do is pay £6 entry, and you can get professional looking drone shots like that. I'd say that views from up there would look pretty good on a canvas. Yeah, an epic ground, an elephant rock, great views from inside and outside the stadium. Got myself a mask when I was there. Dumbarton, an all-round fantastic experience. And yeah, just in my eyes, for some reason, it holds a special place in my heart. Well, for those reasons I just said, in fact, holds a special place in my heart and is probably my favourite stadium in all of Scotland. There are definitely other stadiums I could have mentioned in this list that I've not really seen as much of. So had I been inside properly at Raith Rovers or Dunfermline, I did get inside both, but just a real quick sneak peek. Stenhousemuir, again, one of my favourites for just some of the experiences I've had there, the games I've watched there, because they were so welcoming and let me in as press for a lot of their games this season. And yeah, those grounds, as well as a few others, Elgin and Inverness and Ross County that I've seen, could easily have made it into this list. But again, I was trying to pick 7, and I'd have felt bad kicking any of these ones out. Hampden as well, the National Stadium. I don't think it's the best looking, but you know, it's the National Stadium, and Queen's Park play there. Well, I don't know if they'll be playing there much longer. Obviously, lesser Hampdens under construction. So yeah, there could have been way more stadiums that I could have included in this list. Please remember, this list is subjective and is just, yeah, my opinion of trying to get 7 stadiums out of 42 into a list. I do actually love them all, even Cowden Beef. But yes, please do remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. It'd be fantastic to have you on the channel. We're so close to 16,000 subscribers. Please do also remember to check out the first link in the description box below. I've finally done my own merch. I know a lot of you have been asking, and I do have some amazing shots, and if you could support the channel in going down there and checking it out and using the discount code FOOTY, that would be amazing. I would really appreciate that. Remember, the discount code is only in play for February of 2021. There will be more throughout the year, I'm sure, and I will be adding new products regularly. The more stadiums I visit, the more chances I get to upload more designs and stuff like that. So yeah, please do check it out below. I'd really appreciate it. I will leave some videos around my head as ever, so you can keep watching my content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.